Good Tuesday morning. Dozens of wildfires roaring across the West.
And overnight, an arrest tied to one of the most destructive blazes. It is August 4th. This is Today. Out of control. Those devastating wildfires in Washington state still raging and cutting a trail of destruction.
That's our house.
Crews racing to contain the flames, while overnight police announced the arrest of a man on suspicion of arson. We're live on the front lines with the very latest. Primary day. Voters heading to the polls in 5 states with all eyes on the key battleground of Michigan and a closely watched Democratic showdown that could decide Washington's balance of power in the upcoming midterms. Steve Kornacki has what to watch for straight ahead. Turning deadly, the first reported fatalities tied to that nationwide stomach bug as cases continue to surge. Health officials still trying to figure out the exact source of the outbreak. We'll have everything you need to know. In the spotlight, the convicted killer in the Idaho College murders appointed a new lawyer in his bid to withdraw his guilty plea. We'll have the very latest on the case and the new Netflix documentary focusing on the victims when the family of Kaylee Gonsalves joins us live in Studio 1A. Speaking out. Ariana Grande pausing mid-concert overnight to address her plans to step away from public life.
Boundaries need to be set.
What she's saying about her decision, the timing of it, and what it all means for her future. Those stories plus collision course, that large piece of a SpaceX rocket now just hours away from slamming into the moon. Just ahead, why NASA is actually excited about the impact and what it could reveal. And very special day. One of the National Zoo's beloved pandas is celebrating a birthday, and they're inviting everyone to join in. We'll get you ready for the big party and how you can mark the adorable milestone. Today, Tuesday, August 4th, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin. From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And a very good morning to you. Welcome to Today. So glad you're starting your Tuesday with us.
Good morning.
Savannah, once again, a little early. Good morning to you.
We have a lot going on this morning.
We do. It is a busy one. Let's get you right up to speed on several major stories, all breaking overnight, including the first deaths reported in that nationwide stomach bug outbreak, originally tied to lettuce. Officials are now revealing other foods could also be linked.
Meantime, it is decision day for primary voters in 5 states. Here's a live look at a polling center opening at this hour in Michigan. Coming up, why today's results, especially in that state, could shape the future direction of the Democratic Party.
But we are going to start once again with the very latest in those wildfires raging across the West and that arson arrest made in connection with one of the biggest blazes in Washington state. We've got it all covered for you once again. We'll start with NBC's Morgan Chesky is in Spokane, Washington. Morgan, good morning.
Yeah, Craig, good morning. And authorities stress that these fires are far from over, but they do believe they have a suspect in custody tied to at least one of these blazes. And investigators say they took this 37-year-old man and arrested him after witnesses placed him looking nervous near the very spot that one of these massive fires began.
This morning, authorities announcing an arrest in connection with one of the wildfires burning out of control in Washington. The Spokane County Sheriff's Department charging 37-year-old Aaron Farnacci with a single count of arson.
When he was detained in the early stages of the fire, he was found to be in possession of some waterproof matches and a butane lighter.
In eastern Washington this morning, aerial images revealing the blaze's destructive path as residents begin returning to the wreckage where their homes had once stood.
That's our house.
In Spokane, Ken Anderson and his wife Lisa coming back to find their home of 27 years gone.
I'm devastated.
Can capturing this video of their beloved neighborhood going up in flames. In the Spokane area, 3 separate fires have now devoured more than 700 homes and structures. These before and after photos revealing the scope of the disaster.
The next week or so are going to be extremely difficult as we start to grasp the overwhelming amount of damage that has been done in this community.
State officials say fires have already scorched nearly 500,000 acres so far this summer, and the fight is far from finished. Dozens of wildfires are burning across the West, including in Utah and Oregon, where conditions spawned this rare fire-nado, a twister of flames and superheated air caught on video. Back in Spokane, officials are urging residents to follow evacuation orders and stay out of active burn areas.
This is really apocalyptic and pretty scary.
But for those who have been able to return, they're now facing an uncertain future and a community forever changed.
My dad had actually just finished paying off the house. Yeah, he worked really hard for that. It was a beautiful home. It really was.
Yeah, such a tough time for so many. And this morning, Farnacci does remain in custody, being held on $1 million bond. Still unclear if he has been formally charged or has retained an attorney, but we do anticipate seeing him appear later in court today. In the meantime, crews hoping to make some progress on these fires because starting tomorrow, there is a heat wave through at least the rest of this week. Craig.
So much devastation, so much heartbreak there. Morgan Chesky. Morgan, thank you.
All right, Al's back this morning. Keep an eye on the fires, the heat, and some new storm threats. Good morning.
That's right. Good morning, guys, and good morning to you. And you can see we've got more than 100 fires burning right now in the lower 48 from Minnesota all the way down into the southwest. And again, that air quality is going to be a big problem. 20 to 30 mile per hour winds in this region, stretching from Idaho all the way into New Mexico and Phoenix, Arizona. We're looking at, again, the threat, an elevated risk for fire. And with that fire smoke comes that unhealthy air quality, especially in the Pacific Northwest and the Western Plains, where you've got unhealthy air from Twin Falls, Grangeville, really unhealthy air in parts of the Pacific Northwest. Now, you can see Morgan referenced all that heat. We'll take a look. 18 million people from the northwest into the southwest looking at heat advisories, heat warnings. We could be looking at records from Texas all the way up into Seattle today, parts of Colorado as well. Look at these temperatures. We're talking triple digits in Phoenix, Yuma, Las Vegas, Fresno. Going to see temperatures, again, triple digits right on into Thursday. Same thing for Tucson. And guys, unfortunately, because of the lack of rain, that is going to exacerbate the wildfire threat. So just a vicious cycle going on right now.
All right, we'll come back to you in just a few minutes, buddy. Thank you. Meanwhile, it is primary day in a handful of states. Voters heading to the polls with key races up for grabs, races that could signal what direction the parties are heading ahead of November midterms. We've got it all covered for you. We'll start with NBC's Shaquille Brewster. He is in the critical battleground state of Michigan. Shaq, good morning.
Good morning. Polls here are officially open as primaries are underway in 5 states this morning, but a vicious and expensive race right here in Michigan is the one getting the most attention.
This morning, a massive political test unfolding nationwide, with primary voters headed to the polls in 5 different states that could help determine the future direction of the Democratic Party. One of the most closely watched contests here in Michigan, with 4-term Congresswoman Haley Stevens taking on progressive Abdul El-Sayed in what's become the Dems' most expensive Senate primary race ever. More than $63 million spent on TV ads supporting Stevens, with about half of those ads coming from a super PAC aligned with the pro-Israel group AIPAC.
Haley Stevens, a proven fighter for Michigan.
Stevens is campaigning as a moderate with the support of many in the party establishment, including Senator Chuck Schumer and Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer.
People are talking about my style and approaches, but I win for my state.
But she's facing a tough political battle from El-Sayed, who pitches himself as a political outsider who supports Medicare for all, abolishing ICE, and ending military aid to Israel. El-Sayed campaigning with prominent progressives in the closing weeks, including Bernie Sanders and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
We want to get money out of politics, put money in your pocket, pass Medicare for all, because it just shouldn't be this hard to get by.
The winner set to face Trump-endorsed Congressman Mike Rogers.
Republicans are making life more affordable.
In a November showdown for a seat currently held by a Democrat. It's a must-win for Democrats hoping to flip the Senate. From the White House, President Trump attacking both Democratic candidates.
But you have a communist versus a socialist. That's the way I look at it.
Meanwhile, in both here in Michigan and in Kansas, you have voters making their picks to replace term-limited Democratic governors in states that President Trump won. By the way, in 5 states this morning, you have competitive House primaries. This primary season is well underway. Guys?
It is indeed. Shaquille Brewster for us there in Michigan. Shaq, thank you. NBC's Steve Kornacki joining us now with a closer look at the races to watch on this primary day. Steve, always good to have you, buddy. Let's start where Shaq is. Let's start in Michigan. This race between the establishment and so-called progressives and what it could mean come November.
Yeah, major story we've been following throughout this primary season. It has been the rise of these far-left candidates in Democratic primaries. They've scored some major victories. If Abdul El-Sayed is able to win tonight in Michigan, by far, this would be the biggest win that the left wing of the Democratic Party has posted in these primaries. Just as a reminder here, these are some of the other names that have won here. Mela Kiros, this is a race for Congress. She ousted a 30-year incumbent in Denver. A 10-year incumbent ousted in New York by Chevalier, a self-described socialist, Chris Rabb, Philadelphia. The significance in Michigan, though, these are all blue districts, blue cities, places where they're going to win in November. Michigan's a swing state. President Trump carried it 2 out of 3 times. Can somebody from the far left of the Democratic Party, backed by many of the folks who backed these candidates, can a candidate like that, if he wins this primary, win a general election in a Trump state?
Steve, what do Democrats have going for them, and what are some of the biggest challenges that you see them having moving forward? Yeah,
look, if Al-Sayed wins, the best thing he could have going for him would be the climate here in the general election, and that is President Trump's not popular. 39% approval rating, especially on the economy and especially on Iran, 2 of the front and center issues. So is the weight of Trump just too much for Republicans, even against, if it comes to it, a candidate like El-Sayed in Michigan? The flip side, though, is we say the risk Democrats might be taking politically. Here it is, a recent poll here from our friends over at Fox. Socialism, views of socialism inside the Democratic Party. It's more popular, socialism, than not. Take a step outside the Democratic Party, totally different story. 1777 among independents. So if you nominate a candidate who is backed, he says he's not a socialist, but he's backed by many who are. Sure. Is that a risk you're taking?
Let's talk about what it all means come November, Steve. Let's take a look at the balance of power in Washington.
Yeah, I gave you a sneak peek a second ago. Balance in the Senate right now. Look, this means that Democrats, if this November they're going to get the majority, they need to gain 4 seats. They need to get to 51. This is the map, the seats up this year, the parties that currently hold them. The bottom line, Democrats right now have to flip 4 of these red seats around the country to win the Senate. But look, Michigan currently is held by a Democrat. The Democrat's retiring. If the Democrats lose Michigan, they need to flip 5 red seats. There are many people who think they may not be able to get 4. If they've got to get 5, I don't know anyone out there who thinks they can.
All right, Steve Kornacki, always appreciate the insight, sir. We're going to see Steve tonight for live coverage of the results starting at 9 p.m. Eastern on NBC News Now. And for the latest on the build-up to the midterms, be sure to check out Steve's weekly Data Dive newsletter. To check that out, you go to NBCnews.com to subscribe. Chanel?
All right. Also this morning, President Trump is making new threats against Iran, saying this is the last chance to negotiate a deal to end the war. The tensions overseas coming amid a clash here at home between the president and a longtime ally, the U.S. Attorney for D.C., Jeanine Pirro. NBC's senior White House correspondent Gabe Gutierrez is following all of it. Gabe, good morning.
Chanel, good morning. President Trump keeps insisting the reflecting pool was damaged by vandals, despite the Justice Department now saying it was a problem with the installation. The contradiction now exploding into a very public and unusual clash between the president and a former Fox News host turned U.S. attorney. This morning, there are mounting questions about whether one of President Trump's longtime allies will keep her job after he lashed out yesterday at the U.S. Attorney for Washington, D.C., Jeanine Pirro.
And I guess she choked.
The president saying Pirro made a mistake by dropping charges against a former Olympic canoeist indicted for vandalizing the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool after its $14 million renovation. A month ago, Pirro said this.
This was a deliberate act
to damage the reflecting pool.
Authorities even released this video showing someone reaching into the pool as they looked for more suspects. But in a stunning reversal, Pirro now concedes new evidence from the Interior Department shows the damage was the result of a botched installation and not vandalism. The changes to the reflecting pool, part of the president's project to remake iconic parts of Washington, D.C. during his second term. But images emerged of parts of the pool's lining peeling off.
There was vandalism. I'm not saying I was 100% thrilled with the contractor, but the contractor was rushing. We wanted to get it open for July 4th.
Trump openly rebuking Pirro.
Hello and welcome to Justice. I'm Judge Jeanine Pirro.
A former Fox News host who's known the president for decades.
Really disappointed with Jeanine Pirro. She folded like an umbrella, and people get away with things, and it's a disgrace.
Shortly after those biting remarks, she was spotted at the White House. The New York Times, citing two people briefed on her meeting with the president, reports he did not fire Pirro, nor did she offer her resignation. Pirro has not responded to a request for comment. As for the pool itself, it's been fenced off and drained again for more renovations. It's expected to reopen next week, Chanel.
All right, Gabe, thank you.
Lots more to get to here on Tuesday, including some new details on the ongoing stomach bug outbreaks that have now made thousands of Americans sick across 45 states. And this morning, Michigan is reporting the first deaths related to the parasite. NBC's Ann Thompson joins us here in the studio with the latest on this. Ann, good morning.
Good morning, Craig. In Michigan, where cases now top 11,000, 2 people who had cyclosporiasis are dead. On its own, cyclosporiasis is rarely fatal, but medical experts and public health officials say this surge in cases needs to be taken seriously.
This morning, health officials in Michigan confirming the first 2 deaths related to cyclospora in the U.S. as the CDC and FDA continue to investigate the multi-state outbreak of the parasite they've linked to contaminated iceberg lettuce. Michigan's health department writing that both of the deceased, quote, had significant underlying health conditions that may have been impacted by cyclosporiasis and dehydration. The FDA adding both individuals got sick before Taylor Farms' voluntary recall of iceberg lettuce grown in Mexico on July 17th.
We get a lot of cyclospora outbreak every summer.
In a new interview with USA Today, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. denying that the record number of cyclospora cases are a result of last year's sizable CDC staffing cuts.
No, they had nothing to do with it. We had no cuts in our food surveillance system.
A microscopic parasite that thrives in warm climates, cyclospora causes severe stomach illness, but is rarely deadly, according to health experts.
In the majority of instances, it just makes you miserable for a period of time.
So far this summer, there have been more than 6,700 lab-confirmed cases of cyclosporiasis by the CDC. The agency also saying it's aware of an additional 11,500 unconfirmed cases.
I thought it was the stomach flu, and then I had 3 days where I didn't have any symptoms, and then it came back really badly.
63-year-old Lauren Roan says she's been sick for a month and counting.
Some people may think this is just an illness that's inconvenient and perhaps embarrassing. What would you say to that?
I don't think it's inconvenient at all. I think it's life-threatening.
Now, once again, according to medical experts, cyclosporiasis is rarely life-threatening on its own, but it can become life-threatening when it's combined with other health issues like diabetes or cardiovascular issues or cancer. And that's the thing to really watch out for, especially if you have somebody who's immunocompromised, like someone who's going through cancer treatment.
All right, scary. All right, Ann, thank you.
Ann. All right, back to the weather now and the rest of Mr. Roker's forecast.
Hi, guys. And as we take a look, we do have showers and storms down through the southeast into Florida. We're looking at some stronger storms developing in the upper Midwest, probably some airport delays for Chicago later today. That fire risk continues out west, sunshine along the west coast. We're going to get to your local forecast coming up in the next 30 seconds.
Ted celebrating a moment of joy with his team in a way that you really have to see to understand, and then even when you see it, I don't necessarily know that understanding is what we're doing. Right on, Ted. Do your thing, man, and good luck. with the most beautiful game. Do us proud.
We are back at 7:30 with the very start of Ted Lasso. Can you believe it has been 6 years now since that hit show premiered? Well, looking ahead to tomorrow, we're gonna kick it with the man himself. Jason Sudeikis will be here. Cannot wait to catch up with him. We're gonna get a sneak peek at the big return of that beloved show. I will tell you, I watched the first episode of season 4 last night.
Doesn't disappoint?
I was skeptical.
Uh-huh.
It does not disappoint.
Oh, that's great. The word beloved is very fitting.
Yes.
People love him.
Yes.
Happy to talk to him tomorrow. But first, we have a busy half hour of news ahead, starting with the very latest developments in a high-profile case.
Yes, the man convicted in the Idaho College murders is now being represented by a new public defender as he tries to take back his guilty plea. It comes amid a new Netflix docuseries detailing the years-long investigation and the stories of the victims. We're going to talk about it with the family of Kaylee Gonsalves in just a moment. But first, NBC's senior legal correspondent Laura Jarrett here in the studio with the very latest on all of it. Laura, good morning.
Hey, guys, good morning to you. That plea deal prosecutors struck with Bryan Kohberger came as a shock at the time, but his latest effort to unwind it all now much harder to do, especially given the strength of all the evidence against him. But that doesn't mean he can't try, now with some new help by his side.
This morning, a new attorney now representing Bryan Kohberger as he mounts a long-shot bid to backtrack on his plea deal.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Court records now showing a new public defender assigned to Kohberger's case, more than a year after he agreed to a plea deal, admitting in open court to killing 4 University of Idaho students, Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogen, Ethan Chapin, and Xana Kernodle, in their off-campus home. In handwritten documents filed last week, Kohberger now saying he was convinced to falsely confess by coercion, disinformation, false promises, and the withholding of exculpatory evidence. Also accusing his former public defender of ineffective assistance of counsel and suggesting without evidence that his plea deal was not voluntarily entered because of threats asserted by petitioner's legal counsel. Despite the new attorney, legal experts in Idaho say his new efforts are almost certain to fail.
There is no chance that he's going to end up out of custody on this thing. His claim to be an innocent man is far too little against the mound of evidence against him.
But for Kaylee Gonsalves' sister, who addressed Kohberger directly at his sentencing,
I will call you what you are: sociopath, psychopath, murderer.
The filing still comes as a shock to the system.
That fact that someone locked behind bars still has the ability to re-victimize their victims, that's something that isn't just very easy to get over.
Moscow Police Department, you're in here now yourself.
Kohberger's new legal filing coinciding with the release of Netflix's new 3-part docuseries.
He didn't even have to say their names. That's not enough.
Kaylee's sister Olivia saying the plea wasn't the closure their family needed.
This will never be over for us until the defendant is no longer breathing on this earth.
So we reached out to that new public defender for Kohberger, who said he's still getting up to speed on the case, but it's also highly likely here that this petition from him gets resolved by the judge just on the written pleadings alone, rather than actually going through with another hearing. We've also reached out to his former public defender and the families of the other victims, but have not yet heard back. Craig, over to you.
All right, Laura, thank you. We are joined now by Kaylee Gonsalves' family, her parents, Christy and Steve, and her sister Aubrey is with us this morning as well. Welcome back. Welcome back. You know, we were talking just a few minutes ago about the documentary itself, and one of the things that I found interesting was that it didn't focus on the killer. It focused on the victims, focused on their stories as well. Did you find participating in it to be cathartic? Did it help with the grieving process?
Yes, and Skye Borgman, who was the producer of that, knew that we were very adamant about that, and she really took that into consideration, that, you know, we wanted this to be victim-based, not him. You know, obviously there is no story if you don't talk about what happened. Right. So that had to be done, but It was good to see them in person, in real filming, real photos, and as sad as it was to watch, because some of those moments just take you right back to when it all started. There are some moments that you could definitely smile.
Yeah, Steve, the last time we chatted here on the show, I recall you expressing some frustration that the case never went to trial. Now, of course, the same week that this documentary comes out, he tries to change his plea. Would you like to see a trial? Would you actually like to see this go to trial this time around?
That's never changed. I've been consistent through and through. The evidence was there. I want to honor all the work that the agents did, and I think it should have stood. We need to make case law. Idaho had a chance. We spent $8 million. We really were in a perfect position to put our foot down and say we're not going to allow this to happen in our state, and I would have liked to see that happen.
In the docuseries, the police chief, the Moscow police chief, he basically says, as you saw, that he thinks that this is essentially a death penalty because he'll die in prison. He'll do the 4 consecutive life terms. What do you say to that?
If it was his kid, he wouldn't feel the same. That's not a real death penalty, and it's my child, and I'm going to demand the highest standard of law, and that's not dying in prison, getting vegan meals and being treated like some kind of celebrity, and that's not even close.
I did actually appreciate him saying that. And
the police chief?
Yes, the police chief. I never actually had thought about that, but death row is different than, in which he is not on death row. So the life that he would live up until the time he would die is different. So that is, a small factor there, or a big factor.
We shouldn't pay for his PhD. And he's going to get a PhD in prison. Why? Because our system is questionable. Somebody like that should not keep going to school.
Aubrey, mom and dad have sort of been out here talking about their beloved daughter for a number of years now. We saw your sister there in the story. She read the victim impact statement last year as well. This is the first time we've seen and heard from you. Why did you decide that now was the time to speak out?
Yeah, so when everything happened, I was a sophomore in high school. I was only 16 years old, and at the time, I kind of just decided that no words were going to bring back either one of my sisters, so I didn't feel like saying anything. And now that I've gotten older, almost 4 years has passed, I realize still that no words are going to bring back my sisters, but words are what's going to keep their memories alive. And I'm not really one to put myself in a situation like this. I don't really like to, but I know that I have to keep Maddie and Kaylee's name alive, and that's why I'm here today.
Let's talk about Kaylee for a second. What do you want the world to know about your big sister? Maybe things that we haven't heard, or maybe things that we don't know.
I think you could see exactly how Kaylee was as a person just by looking at pictures of her. She was like the bubbliest human ever. She was always down to have a fun time. She was always, looking at the positives. She was one of the hardest workers I've ever met. And to this day, that is a huge thing that provides me with like a constant need to keep going, because I know that Kaylee would be doing the same thing had she still been here. And I really am just trying to do half as much as I know that she would have.
How are you guys doing? How are you holding up?
I think we're doing a lot better. We have a nonprofit, Murder Has a Name, and it's made us focus on, there's true crime and it's very popular. So how do we take that true crime and point it in a direction where they actually can make a difference in a courtroom, make the world safer, and not see it just as something that is entertainment, but no, I can reach out and I can do something. And we're trying to find cold cases. We're going to do IgG. We're going to do genetics. We're going to do the lab. We're going to private fund it, and we're going to work with those investigators. And we're going to make. We're hunting the same people that killed our child. We're going after those people.
As you do it, come back and share those stories with the world and with our audience as well. The strength and dignity that you guys display every time you're here is just remarkable. Yeah. And to you, happy early birthday.
Oh, thank you so much.
Big 2-1 tomorrow.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Christy, Steve, Aubrey. Thank you as always. Chanel, over to you.
Thank you, Craig. Strength and dignity. Perfect words there. All right. Well, there's much more ahead, including a key turning point in the push to rebuild more than a year after the devastating Palisades fire, the most destructive in LA's history. We'll take you there live. Plus, a chunk of a SpaceX rocket is on a high-speed collision course with the moon. And of course, astronomers in our Tom Costello are watching that one closely. But first, these messages. We are back at 7:44 with In Depth today and the lunar crash landing that will happen overnight.
That's right. A big piece of an unmanned SpaceX rocket booster is going to slam into the moon, kicking up a massive dust cloud, and astronomers are training their telescopes on the impact zone.
NBC's Tom Costello covers space for us. Tom, good morning. A lot of people are excited about this.
Absolutely. NASA has done this before. Back in 2009, it crashed a rocket into the lunar South Pole. That confirmed the presence of ice. And now, SpaceX is going to crash a rocket booster as NASA prepares to land astronauts on the moon within just a few years.
It's magnificent. I got a picture of it with the wide lens.
4 months after the world watched the Artemis II crew's spectacular lunar flyby, a piece of space junk is about to slam into the lunar surface at 5,400 miles per hour.
Ignition and liftoff.
It was January 2025 that a SpaceX rocket sent 2 robotic landers to the moon. Now, as an accidental bonus, the massive rocket booster is getting pulled closer and closer to the moon.
What has happened is essentially a mixture of solar activity and gravity forces have put it on a path towards the moon.
At 2:34 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, that booster will crash into the moon, digging a massive new crater. The expected explosion will send a plume of lunar dirt and dust as high as 60 miles above the lunar surface, which astronomers around the world are eager to examine.
It's a real scientific way of learning more about what the moon's made up of.
Orbiting probes will document the impact, with NASA hoping to learn more about what's under the lunar surface. Artemis 4 astronauts are expected to land on the moon within 2 years. Ultimately, NASA wants to create an Artemis base camp on the moon and use that to go to Mars.
We're learning and building up to doing something extremely hard, being able to operate astronaut crews on a near continuous basis on the lunar surface.
Meanwhile, this upcoming space junk crash underscores a big concern for NASA. There are now more than 130 million pieces of space junk orbiting the Earth. From pieces of rockets and dead satellites to straps and covers, hardware, bolts, and nuts. Last year, a Chinese spaceship with astronauts on board was hit by debris. And all of it poses potential lethal risks to astronauts, other satellites, and humans on Earth as it all re-enters Earth's atmosphere. Yeah, something to keep you up at night. Listen, as for the lunar crash landing overnight, you might be able to see it from home, but you have to have a really good telescope focused on the moon's Einstein crater area. It's probably not going to be visible, though, with the naked eye. Guys, back to you.
I know. I was about to get my pen and write down
the Einstein crater area.
Yeah. You'll be up at 2:30 anyway, right?
That's
what is
true.
I mean, how about
right?
we just wait for your highlights tomorrow? Yeah.
Okay.
That was great.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
The Einstein crater area, Mr. Roker.
My gosh.
Do you know? Are you familiar with that?
I am not familiar with that, but I do think it would be a great business. 1-800-GOT-SPACE-JUNK. Somebody start collecting that stuff.
We're probably just a few years away from it.
Absolutely. Well, good morning, everybody. Again, we got a heavy hour area of showers and thunderstorms along a front coming out of the Midwest, the upper Midwest. That's going to cause some problems. Also down through the southeast. Before all is said and done, we're looking at the heaviest rain from Des Moines to Peoria, but heavy showers and thunderstorms later today. Probably some airport delays for Chicago. And we head to the southeast. We're going to be looking at, again, heaviest rain is going to be down around the central to southern tip of Florida with 1 to 2 inches there. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. And that's your latest weather, guys.
All right, Al is back. Jenna Bush Hager is back. What's up, JBH?
Hi, guys. Okay, we are getting you ready for today's big birthday bash for a beloved giant panda, including how you can join the fun. But first, these messages.
Dylan Dreyer, what you got in Pop Start?
Good morning, guys. Well, we have more proof that 2026 is the year of Anne Hathaway. We're going to show you how the Oscar winner is marking a major milestone for one of her most beloved films. We'll have more coming up after your local news. She's having a year.
It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, major devastation. Authorities arresting a man overnight in connection with those devastating wildfires out west. Residents starting to return to what is now wreckage.
That's our house.
As new images reveal the blaze's destructive path. We're live on the front lines with the latest. Then, off course, this small plane making an emergency landing on a Florida interstate. Just missing highway signs and vehicles. How this happened straight ahead. Then, opening up. Ariana Grande addressing her fans overnight after announcing she's taking a break from public life. The news coming amid renewed health concerns for the star. What she had to say just ahead. All that, plus Spider-Man soars at the box office.
I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
Anne Hathaway celebrating a royal milestone.
And give you
a princess.
And fans are still choosing Texas.
She's from Texas, I can tell by the way.
Today, Tuesday, August 4th, 2026.
And they're loud and mellow.
Visiting from Columbia, Missouri, Chester, Virginia, Gaffney, South Carolina, and White City, Texas.
Causing trouble.
Today is my 70th birthday.
Hi, friends and family from Missouri.
Mother-daughter trip to the Today Show. We love you, Tina.
I'm here for my 40th.
Celebrating 42 years of marriage.
On our first family trip to New York from Kalispell, Montana.
We see you, Montana. We see all of those bright and smiling faces out there on the plaza. And we see you at home as well, or maybe in the car on Sirius XM. Either way, welcome back to Today on this Tuesday morning. Thank you so much for starting with us. Chanel is in early for Savannah, who's on assignment for NBC News.
All right. You know what? Coming up tomorrow on Today, have you guys seen the local anchor in Memphis going viral after this moment here? You viewer noticed that she was napping during a live broadcast. Well, there's a story behind it. And let me tell you something. We are certainly not judging around here because we can relate. Dominique Dillon is a busy mom of two, and people are now showering her with support. And she's having fun with the whole thing. So we can't wait to talk with her when she joins us here live.
Tomorrow, that's going to be fun. Right now, though, let's get to your news at 8. We're going to begin with those devastating wildfires in Washington state where hundreds of homes and structures have been destroyed overnight. Police announcing the arrest of a man suspected of starting one of those fires. NBC's Morgan Chesky is in Spokane, Washington for us with the very latest. Morgan, good morning to you once again.
Yeah, Craig, good morning. And authorities stress that these fires are far from over, but they do believe they have a suspect in custody that they say is tied to at least one of these horrific blazes. The county sheriff here confirming that a SWAT team took a 37-year-old Spokane man identified as Aaron Farnacci into custody yesterday, and he is now charged, or at least facing the charge of arson. And we're also learning that he was initially detained on Saturday by authorities, and in his possession was a butane lighter and waterproof matches. He was initially released, but then brought back into custody where he remains being held on $1 million bond, and a court appearance is expected later today. In the meantime, crews absolutely have their hands full with these 3 separate blazes making up this Spokane complex fire that has already burned more than 8,000 acres and more than 700 structures. At last check, the containment levels close to zero. They are hoping to make some progress today because starting tomorrow, there is a heat wave expected to come through this entire area, pushing temperatures in some places close to triple digits through the rest of this week. Craig?
Oh, just the last thing those folks need there. Okay, Morgan Chesky for us there in Washington. Morgan, thank you.
We turn now to a story of hope in a community that knows the pain of wildfires all too well. A year and a half after the destructive Palisades fire in California, they're getting ready to celebrate a major milestone in the rebuilding process. NBC's Liz Kreutz joins us now with the latest on this one. Liz, good morning.
Hi, Chanel. Good morning to you. Yeah, rebuilding after the fires here has been hard and slow, but there are signs of progress. Later this month, the popular Palisades Village Mall, which many call the heart of Pacific Palisades, is set to reopen. We sat down with developer Rick Caruso about this turning point moment for the community.
It was a year and a half ago that flames tore through LA's famous Pacific Palisades neighborhood, taking 12 lives and burning more than 6,000 homes and businesses in this idyllic seaside community.
Pacific Palisades, it was like a Norman Rockwell picture. And when the fire hit, the devastation hit, it was so dramatic.
Now, 21 months later, a major milestone in the rebuild.
Does this sound give you so much joy?
So much joy. I get chilled. I mean, really.
After a $100 million investment from developer Rick Caruso, the heart of the town center, the Palisades Village, which survived despite sustaining significant smoke damage, is finally set to reopen.
We took the inside of every store, every restaurant, every apartment down to the studs. We know there's no contaminants. The humbling part of being a part of this is what it means to the community.
It means hope. Hope for business owners like Amanda Rastegar, whose toy store burned down in the fire and is now one of the mom and pop shops moving in. And Michelle Murphy, who recently opened this gift shop across the street.
If you would have asked us a year and a half ago, there's no way this could be real. You can see it and touch it and feel it now. We're coming back.
And yet, there's still a very long way to go. Out of the thousands of structures destroyed in the Palisades, the city has issued just 35 certificates of occupancy.
This is our home. It's in the process of being rebuilt.
Julianne and Genevieve Bostic say the reopening of the Palisades Village is a small but symbolic step forward.
We can still go to dinner, we can still see our neighbors, we can still enjoy moments versus waiting for it all to be perfect and all to be back.
In fact, their family's favorite restaurant is in the village. It's where they plan to once again celebrate when their daughter starts high school this fall.
What I really believe that will come out of this, more businesses will open. More people will build their homes. Those places where community comes together are the most important.
What message does this send to the community, this reopening?
This community is resilient.
And the official reopening is Saturday, August 15th. That is when 70% of all the businesses there will be opening and operating. And that includes 3 restaurants with James Beard Award-winning chefs. Guys.
All right, Liz, thank you.
To Florida we go, where a small plane was forced to make an emergency landing on the interstate. This happened yesterday. You can actually see the plane swoop into frame there, narrowly missing an overhead sign. Just moments later, it touched down safely on the highway, thankfully. Surprisingly even, no one was hurt. Officials say the pilot and flight student reported a mechanical issue of some sort, and they needed a place to land at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Happy they're
well
safe.
done.
Absolutely. Okay, that's the news. Now, Jenna's here for a boost.
Let's boost it. We're a little late, but we have a birthday boost for a very special furry friend. Today, Bao Li, one of the pandas at the Smithsonian National Zoo, turns 5. He's one of the select few giant pandas living here in the U.S. He arrived in D.C. just 2 years ago, and he spends his days like any typical 5-year-old. Tons of snacks, lots of clumsy moments. And if y'all want to celebrate this distinguished gentleman's big day, the zoo will be presenting Bao with his favorite treat, a fruit-based ice cream cake later this morning. And if you can't make it in person, don't worry. The celebrations will be streamed live on the giant Panda Cam.
I love it. Don't you remember when he was born?
Yes.
That is true.
I feel like we went through his name.
Oh, we did? Do we have a competition for his name?
Yeah,
or
we do it
like
all
that?
every time, right?
Happy birthday. Happy 5th.
Thank you, Jenna. All right, there's much more ahead. Dylan?
Yeah, guys, coming up in Popstar, we are swinging into a remarkable box office record for The Amazing Spider-Man.
All right, first, though, Ariana Grande is speaking out overnight. She actually stopped a concert midway through to talk about that news that she's going to take a break from the spotlight. Her message to fans and critics right after this. We're back at 8:15 now with an overnight message from a star in music and Hollywood. We're talking about Ariana Grande.
During last night's tour stop in Chicago, she paused her concert to address her decision to step back from public life. NBC's Emily Akeda joins us now with that story. Emily, good morning.
Hey guys, good morning to you. Ariana Grande saying that this was all about wanting to clear the air, and a message she read from her phone so she wouldn't forget, according to the pop star. She explained at her concert she planned her break from the spotlight a long time ago as questions and concerns over her health from the public sweep social media. Overnight, Ariana Grande speaking out.
Is it okay if we get a little real tonight? Is that okay?
Addressing fans for the first time after the news that she would be taking a break from public life after her Eternal Sunshine tour.
The announcement that was made yesterday was not a reactive or impulsive thing. A decision that was made from a thoughtful and empowered place.
Earlier yesterday, a representative for Grande saying the pause comes after, quote, endless ongoing public scrutiny. That scrutiny recently centered on growing concerns about the star's health and weight, with images like these emerging and a newly released music video for her song Pedal. The video showing Grande going through an audition process, including a close-up of notes from a producer commenting on her weight. Some fans have been expressing worry for the star online.
If she's not in a place where she's mentally or physically okay, I hope she can get there.
A source close to Grande tells NBC she performs a very physical show healthily, night after night. And Grande sharing the video and behind-the-scenes shots on her Instagram, receiving support from family. Her mom posting, quote, "You are magnificent, and this video is incredible." Last night, Grande speaking directly to the crowd.
I heard that my fans were worried that negativity was ruining things for me.
Grande has been hugely popular since she was a teenager, something she said has impacted her.
I've been kind of doing this in front of the public and kind of been, you know, a specimen in a petri dish really since I was 16 or 17.
In 2023, directly addressing concerns about her health.
I think we should be gentler and less comfortable commenting on people's bodies. There are many different ways to look healthy and beautiful.
In the years since, Grande has been on multiple press tours and launched her album and tour, but now stepping back, including withdrawing from a London show with her Wicked co-star Jonathan Bailey.
Boundaries can need to be set. Sometimes.
Still, Grande telling her fans she's grateful for them.
And also, this can be and will continue to be the greatest experience of my professional and creative life.
And while she won't appear in that London musical next year in November, Grande has another movie coming out. Fokker-in-Law from our sister company Universal Pictures. A rep for the actress did not comment on whether she'll be doing press for that film, but certainly we hope this break from the spotlight gives her some peace for sure. She's been on quite a run.
Yes, but we want Ariana Grande to be well.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Right. Thank you, Emily.
Heading out the door, make sure you take us with you. Today Show Radio, Sirius XM Channel 108. Right now, though, best time of the morning. Pop start.
All right, you guys ready? Because we're talking Spider-Man again with the official numbers now in. Tom Holland and Zendaya's new Spidey flick is reintroducing itself.
Oh, see, you stumbled across my board. I'm not one of those weirdos, I swear.
He's a little weird. I'm MJ.
You two don't know each other?
So while Peter's friends may have forgotten him, the world certainly did not. Spider-Man Brand New Day now holds the biggest domestic opening weekend at the box office ever. Wow. With the final numbers coming in higher than studio estimations, it beat out Avengers Endgame, racking up a total of $360 million here in the U.S. and nearly $1 billion worldwide.
Jeez.
And guys, with Spider-Man being a born and raised New Yorker, we can exclusively announce that he is playing a part in one of the city's biggest summer events, the U.S. Open.
Of course he is.
Marvel is releasing a new Spider-Man comic book that celebrates the spirit of the tennis tournament.
That's cool.
More than 40,000 copies will be handed out during the U.S. Open Fan Week. That giveaway also features these collectible covers.
Whoa.
Al, I feel like you're going to get in on this.
Yes.
Each cover is for one of the 5 boroughs as Spidey defeats Scorpion on his way to catch a match at Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Genius.
Genius.
Well, your racket has webbing. Spider-Man has webbing.
There we go.
It makes perfect sense.
Come on.
Perfect sense. Next up, Ella Langley. It wouldn't be a Tuesday without this song.
It doesn't take a crystal ball to see. A cowboy always finds a way to leave. Drinking Jack all by myself. He's choosing Texas, I can tell.
Every time we sing along, too, right? The numbers are in, and yes, fans are still choosing Texas. The song claiming a 16th week at #1 on the Billboard chart. It is now tied for the 4th longest run in the chart's history. But Ella still needs to reach 23 to take Mariah Carey's title, of course, for All I Want for Christmas. Choosing Texas is also helping set a unique new record. For the first time in the Hot 100's history, the top 5 slots all belong to country songs. There's Ella Langley, Morgan Wallen, Taylor Swift, and up-and-coming singer Stella Lefty.
Oh, I like that Stella Lefty song. I've heard it in
Is it the Boston? Is that the Boston song?
Yeah. I mean, I think it is.
Yeah.
I heard it in Texas.
Oh, of course you
heard it in Texas.
Yes, it is the Boston song.
Yeah.
I like that one, too.
Yeah. We're all over the map. All right, next up, The Princess Diaries. We first met Anne Hathaway back in 2001 when she transformed into Princess Mia.
The only power gonna take this and give you
A princess.
There she is. Fast forward, an Emmy, Golden Globe, and Oscar later. Hathaway is celebrating 25 years of The Princess Diaries. The movie marked her feature film debut as the ordinary teen turned royalty, starring alongside Julie Andrews. To celebrate the film's milestone, Anne shared this special throwback, introducing herself to the world.
Hi. My name is Anne Hathaway, and I play Mia Thermopolis, also known as Princess Emilia Miona Thermopolis Rinaldi, in the movie The Princess Diaries.
I know, did she record that?
It's like she has not aged a day.
Not at all. She reflected on the experience in the caption writing, 25 years later, and it's still one of the most magical things that has ever happened to me. Thank you all for loving The Princess Diaries as much as I do. And we recently shared that a 3rd movie is still in the works, so fingers crossed we get to see Princess Mia again soon. But she's like pregnant and, she's got a lot going on before she can do that. Yes. A lot has happened in 25 years. Finally, Matthew McConaughey, the actor, has graced the big screen for more than 30 years, stealing scenes with lines like this.
Let me tell you this. The older you do get, the more rules are going to try to get you to follow. You just got to keep living, man. L-I-V-I-N.
I knew, Craig, you were going to repeat it. Well, now the silver screen vet is getting a special honor at the place it all happens, the movie theater. Alamo Drafthouse announced they will be changing the name of one of their Austin locations to the Matthew McConaughey Cinema. Wow. Of course, the location is important to the Oscar winner, being a proud native of the Lone Star State. The official ceremony will take place on Monday with a screening of McConaughey's new film, as well as an appearance from the man himself.
All right.
Well deserved.
It's always cool when you're seen by your hometown.
Yes.
He also is a professor at my alma mater,
Oh, that's
University of Texas.
All right.
We love that. All right,
Hook 'em horns.
Okay, just ahead, we are getting to the root of some commonly confused summer skin issues and the best ways to treat them. But first, your local news. Welcome back at 8:30 on this Tuesday morning, the 4th of August, 2026. Summer is just flying by. I need it to slow down, summer, please, so we can get everybody on TV this morning. Another beautiful crowd and a beautiful morning.
Happy 75th birthday over there. Happy birthday. Thanks for being here. What'd you say?
She said they have a great love story.
Oh,
They
love
do.
that. We're gonna come
We love
over and-
beautiful love stories.
Yeah, we love love. All right, coming up this half hour, we're going to hit the kitchen. We're going to do it with a father-daughter duo. They're behind several hot spots in Florida, and this morning they're going to show us the secrets to not one but 2 flavor-filled Italian dishes that you're probably going to want to add to that weeknight rotation.
One of those is my all-time favorite dishes. Ooh. Yes. All right, then, coming up on the 3rd hour, a Hollywood heavyweight is stopping by. 4-time Oscar nominee Willem Dafoe. He is going to tell us about his powerful new drama and a major milestone for his breakout role.
And on the 4th hour, hack star Hannah Einbinder, Hollywood's newest Scream Queen, will join us. We're going to chat about that title and our latest Emmy nomination.
All right, Mr. Roker, how about a check of the weather?
All right, let's look ahead to the weekend. Never too early to do that. We'll show you that we're looking at some showers and storms in the Northeast on Friday. Hot and humid down through Texas. Record highs continue out west. Then we move on into Saturday. The Pacific Northwest really needed some rain. Sweltering conditions down in Texas. Soggy in the southeast. And then Sunday, we're expecting some umbrellas needed in the southeast. High heat in the plains. And look for monsoonal moisture in the southwest. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. And that's your latest weather. Mr. Melvin.
All right, Mr. Roker. By the way, a woman just screamed over, Jenna, you're gorgeous.
I mean, that started my day in a perfect way.
All right, gorgeous Jenna's here to reveal our next Read with Jenna selection. What you got?
Okay, y'all are going to love this one. Y'all want to count down with me? Ready? 3, 2, 1. It is called Sunlight Finds You by Laura Moriarty. And in fact, Laura is right there, matching the book, passing them out to our Plaza fans. Just like this title, this book is pure sunlight. It is the perfect summer read. Okay, it is 1949 in St. Petersburg, Florida, and 17-year-old Nora falls in love with her neighbor who's just moved to town, Leonard. But when his parents and a secret separate them, Nora heads down a path of life-changing heartbreak and healing. This is a novel about forgiveness, both of ourselves and others, and I could not put it down. You would love this.
Okay.
Okay, will you try this one for me?
You know what? For you, I promise I will try it.
Okay, he's going to try it. Okay, for Laura, too, who's right here, you have to say that. Scan it, get that QR code. You can head to our website to grab your copy and read with us. And do not forget to subscribe to the Read with Jenna newsletter. It's the best way to stay up to date on our picks and our events. It's such a good read. I hope y'all all love it.
Everyone's getting a copy.
Yes.
Everyone's getting a copy.
Yes.
All right. Gorgeous Jenna, thank you.
Thank you.
Chanel, over to you.
All right, up next, Dr. Michelle Henry is here to cure what ails you when it comes to summer skin issues, including how to spot the differences in some of the most common conditions. We'll get to that in just a moment, but first, this is Today on NBC. Welcome back. This morning on Your Health, we are focusing on our summer skin. All that heat, humidity, and sweat can really change the way it looks and feels. The tricky part, some of the most common skin concerns can look surprisingly similar and need different treatments. So here to help us with that is Dr. Michelle Henry, a Today contributor and board-certified dermatologist. Dr. Henry, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I will tell you, I was reading through some of these, and I didn't realize there was a difference in a lot of these. For example, you know, with the long days and air conditioning, you just feel like your skin is dry. But you say there's a difference between dry skin and dehydrated skin, and so you would treat that differently.
Exactly. So, you know, dry skin and dehydrated are actually quite different. So dry skin is actually a genetic predisposition. So it's your genes. You just don't make enough oil.
I have dry skin.
Yeah, so exactly. Most people who are dry have been dry their entire life because they just don't make enough oil. So they feel chronically dry. They feel rough. They feel scaly. Their skin might feel tight. Their pores are small because they don't make a lot of oil. Their makeup might stick to those rough patches. They feel a little bit itchy. Whereas dehydrated is different. It's lacking water. So whereas dry is kind of like a permanent condition, dehydrated is temporary.
You know what I'm wondering now? Maybe I just have dehydrated skin, because everything you just named, I'm like, nope, that's not my issue. But you don't solve it the same way with just moisturizing?
Yeah, they're very different. So with the dehydrated skin, you lack water. So you're going to feel like dull, suddenly dull. Suddenly your skin looks tired, right? Suddenly you have more fine lines. So the way you're going to treat that is going to be with water-based treatment. So hyaluronic acid. You're going to use glycerin. You're going to put your moisturizer on right after you wash so that it locks in that moisture. Whereas if you're dry, you want oils, you want ceramides, you want those fatty acids into the skin. You want to make sure you're using petrolatum, sealing in that moisture.
This is why you're a doctor. All right, number two, you say there's a difference between acne or something like rosacea.
Exactly. So every red bump is not just acne, and that's really important because the treatments are different. So acne is a disease of the pilosebaceous unit. So that's the pore and the oil gland attached. So it gets oil, dirt, debris, bacteria. So you see blackheads, whiteheads, painful, pus-filled bumps. That's acne. Rosacea is very different. Rosacea is due to chronic inflammation and problems with your vasculature. So you get flushing, right? You might get bumps, but they're not always associated with the pore.
Okay.
And what you'll also see, what you won't see rather, are blackheads and whiteheads. You absolutely won't see that in rosacea, and they tend to feel like sensitive and more reactive than acne.
Right. We've talked about how to treat acne, but for rosacea, is it different?
It's very different.
Yeah.
So a lot of acne treatments will worsen rosacea.
Oh,
So for
really?
rosacea, you want gentle skincare.
Okay.
You might want some prescription medications, things like azelaic acid. And you want to know your triggers. So things that can trigger you: exercise, spicy food, heat. You want to practice avoidance as well.
All right, this one, I just told you I didn't know anything about melasma. Maybe I've seen it. I thought they were sunspots.
Yes.
But there's a difference.
Exactly. So sunspots are a consequence of chronic UV light, and they're smaller, they're more discreet. You're going to see them in areas where you had excess sun exposure. So on the face, the hands, the shoulders, the chest. Whereas melasma is different. Melasma is more due to hormones than UV light, right? So we call it the mask of pregnancy. We see it with hormonal therapies. You're going to see broader patches, right? They're going to be more symmetric than you're going to see with sunspots.
And how do you treat the sunspots?
Yeah, so sunspots you're going to treat with retinoids, vitamin C, brightening treatments. Melasma is really persnickety. It's harder to treat. That will help, but you also need to practice avoidance. So your sunscreen, physical blockers, because even blue light can flare it. Cooking, your sauna can flare your melasma.
Really?
So making sure you're thinking about your environment is very different from the sunspots.
We only have like 24 seconds. Do you want to try to squeeze in the last one?
Let's do it.
Okay, irritation versus an allergic reaction. Sometimes you try a new sunscreen or a bug spray or something like that, and you don't know whether you're allergic or... What is the difference?
So I'll make it quick. Irritation is due to like the chemical damaging the skin.
Okay.
Whereas allergy is due to your body's immune response. Exactly. So you're going to be itchy when you're allergic. You're going to be burning when you're having irritation.
I put cortisone on everything. Can you not put cortisone with both of those things?
Well, with irritation, you don't really need cortisone. You need like barrier protection, like good creams, time, stopping the medication. With allergy, it's itchy because that's that inflammation. So you want that cortisone. You want to avoid the product. You want to get maybe patch testing to see what you're sensitive to.
This was good. Good, thank you.
You're
Dr.
welcome.
Henry. And we should mention, she's featured, by the way, in our symptom check, which is what we need on signs of skin cancer. So you can find that on today.com. Oh, Craig.
All right, Chanel, just ahead, we're going to spruce up your spaces. Melissa Garcia is here with some really smart solutions for the entire family, from smaller dorms and apartments to your master bedroom. But first, this is Today on NBC. We're back, 8:42 now, with what to shop this week. Whether you're furnishing a new place, like a college dorm or your first apartment maybe, or you just need a refresh, we've got picks from our sponsor, Wayfair. Picks to help you make the most of any space, regardless of size. And our guide this morning, Shop Today lifestyle and fashion contributor, Melissa Garcia is here. So you know what to do. Fire up that QR code right there, bottom of the screen. Dive in. Before we dive into the selections here, I think for a lot of people, like, decorating, it can be intimidating.
It can be, but Wayfair makes it so easy. They have everything from furniture to decor to home essentials, and they actually have this really awesome tool called Wayfair Verified, where essentially they have experts that test the products and they inspect the products to make sure they're incredible quality and value, and they also have a rewards program where you can just sign up and get incredible perks from Wayfair.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, let's start in the bedroom.
Okay,
We've
start
got
in the
some
bedroom.
Bedroom picks. What do we have here?
So I think the easiest way to refresh your bedroom is by doing new bedding, right? Like it really does. And experts actually say you're supposed to swap out your bedding every 18 to 24 months. So this is a great opportunity because you're getting everything you need. So this set comes with the comforter.
Yeah.
It comes with the fitted, the flat sheet, and either 2 or 4 pillowcases, depending upon which size you get. It comes from twin XL all the way up to California extra large, 30 different colors. So there's something that you can actually match your bedroom, and it's this
30 different colors,
super soft microfiber, and it has this really cool geometric print, which not
like
even print, just like a pin tuck design. It makes it feel modern and elevated.
This is awesome.
How cool is this? So I love furniture that can be multifunctional. So this is obviously a bench, so you get additional places to sit, but it also has this hidden storage inside, which is so cool. So at the end of a bed, you can put extra pillows. You were saying in your daughter's bedroom, this would be great. In a dorm room, it would be great. You can use it in an entryway for shoes. Really great. I love that piece.
And it also comes in lots of
different colors too, the fabric. Yep.
All right, so now we're done with the bedroom here.
Done with the bed.
This
could be in a bedroom too.
Yeah, I guess it could be in a bedroom.
So we often forget that lighting really does create the mood in a room, and I love these lamps. They're really fun. So these actually can go on your night table, it can go on your dresser, in an entryway. And the coolest part about these, Craig, is that these are completely cordless. So you don't have to worry about placing this near an outlet. You don't have to worry about hiding the cord. Yeah, so they charge. You can tap them on and off. They come in these fun colors to add like a little pop of personality. But in a dorm room, in an apartment, in your home, these are really just a really fun way to make an accent moment.
And that's a pretty good deal on it too right now.
Right?
Looks like it's almost 60% off.
Such great, honestly, across the board, we have great deals.
We've got a chic solution here to organization.
Yeah, so I love storage bins. They're a really great way to look organized and streamlined. Really just putting everything inside. So these are great. They come in a set of 2, under $30.
Okay.
And they are just a nice neutral canvas design, which will go in any room in your home and any decor that you have. And you can use it from everywhere, from your bathroom to put your hair tools. I'm sure your daughter has lots of hair tools.
And my wife.
And
Lots
your
of
wife
hair
too.
tools.
Yes, lots of hair tools in your bedroom for sweaters, in an office space for extra office supplies or charging cables. But it just makes it look cohesive and nice and organized.
All right, let's go into the kitchen now.
Okay, so this is one of those small appliances that you might wind up using every day. So this is an electric kettle. So essentially, this is great because it heats up water to boiling in just minutes. So let's say it's the morning, you're running out the door and you need it quick, or you're between classes in school. This is great because you get it quick. You can use it for coffee, for tea. You can use it for oatmeal, noodle soups, whatever it is. And what's cool about this is that the outside stays cool to the touch because it has a double wall technology, and there's stainless steel inside. And the cord actually winds up on the bottom. Like, you can't see it. Here we go. So you don't have to worry about it getting cluttered on your counter.
It doesn't look all messy on the counter.
It doesn't look messy, right? And it comes in either this beautiful matte black or the white. And it's just nice and easy, and you'll use this a lot.
And this is perfect for like eating at home or on the go.
Yeah, so
a portable blender.
Yeah, so Wayfair has great appliances, like these little appliances, which is great. So this is a portable blender. And what's great about this is that you can use this again on the go. This is cordless too. You can charge it, and you basically just zip it up. You twirl it up. You twist it on, and then you just blend it up, and you have it. You can use it in the car, at the gym, on your way to class. I mean, it barely takes up any space on your counter. It's small, but it's powerful. This really works to make protein smoothies, fruit smoothies, frozen drinks, and you can just like pop this in your bag. It's so easy to use. Yeah.
And you did a nice job with the smoothie too.
Well, I did. I cannot take credit for that. That's the great food too.
But it's yummy. All right, Melissa, thank you. To shop these picks and more from Wayfair, just scan that QR code at the bottom of the screen, or you can always go to today.com/shop. By the way, Today earns a commission on purchases made through our links and QR codes. Up next, we're going to put down the smoothies. We're going to pick up some Italian classics, not one but two. A foodie family is in the kitchen right now. They're going to help us create these dishes that you might want to make tonight. But first, this is Today on NBC. We're back with Today Food, and we're also back with a father-daughter duo behind a restaurant group known for really just warm hospitality and incredible food. Thomas and Cassidy Angelo, they found success with 2 Daniel Steakhouse locations in Florida, including, of course, their Miami restaurant. Recently named the highest-ranked steakhouse in the state of Florida. That's saying a lot because steakhouses in Florida are like churches and liquor stores now. But now they are honoring their Italian roots with a brand new restaurant. It's called La Sponda. Tom, Cassidy, good morning. Welcome to Today.
Thank you so much.
First time on the show.
Be here.
Thank
Yes.
you. So what I love about your story is you were in finance.
I was, yes.
And you left finance to work with Dad?
I did. I worked at JP Morgan, incredible company, but I had the opportunity to work with my dad in my hometown of Fort Lauderdale, and we opened up Daniel's almost 2 years ago, and then Daniel's in Miami a year ago, and it's been the most incredible experience, but sometimes I got to keep them on a short leash.
I would imagine. What's it like working with your daughter?
She's incredible. This is a full circle moment for us. We used to come down here, try to get a view of the Today Show before we went over to the American Girl store.
Yeah,
do a little shopping when she was about 8, 9 years old. I grew up in the Bronx, and just great being here today, and it was great working with her.
We love a full circle moment. All right, let's talk, because we're going to make 2 pasta dishes.
Yes. So the first one is orecchiette with broccoli rabe and sausage, and this one is great. I love it because for 2 reasons. It reminds me of my childhood. It also was a great homage to the region of Puglia, where my father's from. So orecchiette is a little ear pasta made by the nonas in the streets of Bari. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to take the sausage off the grill.
And as he's taking it off the grill, feel free to have a glass of wine. My dad always said to me that a great Italian dish needs a glass of wine with it.
When you're picking out an Italian sausage like that, how do you know if you've got a good one?
You know, we have purveyors that we work with, and so I love a nice fennel sausage. I think, or you know, so sometimes people don't like spicy. You can always add spice to the end.
Okay.
So for me, I love just having a nice fennel sausage. Back in the day, we'd go. So we're going to do that. We're going to cut this up just enough to put it into the pasta.
Okay.
I can take the rest of that for you.
Look at that. Look at that father-daughter teamwork. What's the verdict over there, boys and girls?
Oh, this is beyond.
This is what I order anytime
We're going to take some extra virgin olive oil.
This is your favorite, right?
This is my
We're going to throw it in the pan. My mother always said I use too much olive oil, but that's okay. I love it.
No such thing.
Is there such a thing?
We're going to add a little garlic.
Not in our world.
And I like to add a little bit of anchovy. Because
Yes.
the anchovies give that little umami flavor.
Workers been talking about anchovies for years.
Say.
Anchovies are healthy. They're great for you. Yep. And it really adds a nice flavor to the texture. Okay.
And you don't even know they're in there half the time.
We're going to do that. We're going to throw the sausage in. And then we have some broccoli rabe that has been blanched. Blanching for me is just about a minute in hot water. My mom taught me to take it out of the water, out of the hot water, put it in some cold.
God, that smells delicious.
Retain that texture and color. Yep. So I'm going to do that.
All right. So good. And so we've got the orecchiette here.
It's orecchiette.
And tell me about the breadcrumbs and the chili flakes on the back end.
Breadcrumbs give it just a nice texture. You know, I love to toast some breadcrumbs. Got to make sure that you don't burn them. Burning is not good, but you want to just get them nice and brown. Gives a nice texture on top. In Puglia, they didn't have a lot of cheese in years past, so they would use breadcrumbs because it was less expensive, and they would add flavor to it. So we do that, and I work in the kitchen. I have an incredible culinary director. His name is Danny Genham. He's a great chef.
Shout out to Danny.
Danny has taught me many things in the kitchen.
I want to make sure we have time for the second one. So, Magic of Television.
And this one is equally yummy. Like I'm going back and forth here.
So
my dad works with our amazing culinary team, and he goes back there and has some fun and makes some dishes for guests. So these are some of his secret menu items.
So what is the second one?
Cavatelli. Cavatelli is a little pasta. It actually originates in my father's town of Gioia del Colle, and it's just a great small pasta. You can get it. You can get it boxed. You can get it fresh.
Is this fresh?
And I believe this one is fresh. Yeah.
What makes this sauce so good?
It is. You know, we start with great tomato. Great ingredients make great food, right? So we have great cherry tomatoes. It's a great time of the year. Summertime, you have some fresh cherry tomatoes, and just put them in, and it's really simple. The best dishes for me are always the most simple, and also great cheese. We like to add ricotta. We like to add ricotta salata. So ricotta salata is a salted ricotta, and it's a semi-hard cheese. And by adding that on the top, it gives it a little bit of that extra pop. And you got
a little basil on top there too.
Basil's great. You know, you have in your home garden, or just those ingredients really make it pop. And then the quality of the olive oil that you use is important as well.
Well done.
And there's a little bit of love and a little bit of red wine, and it's all good.
We're incorporating one of these dishes in our new restaurant, La Sponda, coming in September, and it's kind of our love letter to Italy, so we're very excited about it, and it's a full circle moment for us after our steakhouses to do something with Italy, which is where we found our passion for hospitality.
You got a good one here. Wow. That was a smart hire.
Wow.
Smart hire.
Right there.
Well done.
None better. None better.
Tom Cassidy, thank you. Great Today Show debut. We hope you'll come back, okay?
Thank you so much.
You can get the recipes at today.com/food, and if you are in South Florida, be sure to check out Daniel's Steakhouse and La Sponda when it opens next month. We're back with Oscar winner Tim Robbins coming up in our third hour. We'll do that right after quick check your local news and weather.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC, or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.